Hello, my name is Abhery and I am a doctoral candidate at University of California, Irvine in the program in public health. Our manuscript, SARS-CoV-2, an empirical investigation of Rose's population-based logic, examines Jeffrey Rose's prevention paradox, in which he asserts that the largest share of morbidity results from populations engaging in low or moderate risk behavior. This may be due to the fact that most of the population resides in these lower risk behavior groups. Some scholars have assumed that Rose's logic applies to COVID-19. That is, the majority of SARS-CoV-2 infected individuals participate in low or moderate risk behaviors. We provide the first empirical test of this assumption for COVID-19. We conducted a population representative survey among approximately 3,000 adults in Orange County, California, the sixth largest county in the U.S. The study took place in summer of 2020, and to minimize selection bias, participants completed the survey prior to knowing that a SARS-CoV-2 antibody test would be offered. We asked participants to rank statements describing 3 behaviors from the past week. The first, I avoided leaving home. The second, I kept a distance of at least 6 feet from others when outside of my home. And the third, I washed my hands more frequently than the month before. We also asked participants about symptoms and likelihood of having COVID-19. Also, we assessed past SARS-CoV-2 infection using a coronavirus antigen microarray. Overall, we find an unadjusted seroprevalence of 11.8%. Interestingly, low and moderate risk behavior accounted for 78 to 92% of SARS-CoV-2 infections. We also assessed low and moderate risk by arraying infection by self-reported likelihood of having had COVID-19. Consistent with our previous findings, low and moderate risk scores for likelihood of having COVID-19 account for 70% of all SARS-CoV-2 positive tests. Our study is consistent with Jeffrey Rose's logic, in which persons self-reporting low to moderate risk behaviors account for the overwhelming majority of SARS-CoV-2 infections. Additionally, asymptomatic persons and those self-reported being highly unlikely to have COVID-19 actually comprise the majority of infections. This study has 2 key limitations. Given the low ability to predict SARS-CoV-2 cases, measurement error of risk behaviors may affect our results. Additionally, our survey didn't capture a question on mask wearing, as in the spring of 2020, its preventative value remained unknown. Our study, however, adds to the empirical evidence supporting population-based strategies that encourage public health measures against COVID-19. Especially among those who self-identify as low or moderate risk. Thank you so much.